For those of you that end up watching this from the VOD later, I'm going to start this stream in a couple of minutes and give people a chance to get in here. So feel free to skip ahead until you see some movement. I'm going to play the intro thing for you all before I get going. So when you see that, that'll be your heads up. Oh, hello to you in Hong Kong. I don't know if I've ever had a live viewer from Hong Kong. So hello. Going well, NFK? Thank you, I will. I wasn't in the mood to play Magic this afternoon. I just wanted to vibe and play some video games, so we're gonna try something new. Why is the bloodletting being done on naked people in bathtubs? Great question. Great question, and I'm sure we'll get into that shortly. This game looks really sweet. I am excited for this one. I'm gonna give it 2 or 3 minutes here for some people to get in, and then I'm gonna play you the intro. Because, I got like shivers watching the intro. Yes, 100% meant to be medicinal. Not an expert in that exact thing, but oftentimes like bloodletting and leeches were seen as ways of kind of rebalancing, I think, the humors of your body. There was this theory that there were like 4 different humors, slightly outside my area of expertise here, but it was like yellow bile and black bile and blood, and the ratios of them being off meant that you were getting sick. So I'm going to reboot this game here so you all can watch the intro that I just watched. I'm excited for this one. I'll give my full disclosures in a second. Alright, so let's just reboot this so you all can watch the intro. I got so distracted by watching it that I didn't go live for a minute.
Often heralds an impure mind. As disease takes hold of the spirit, flesh weakens and corruption festers. An abundance of cures presents itself, but unless the cause is comprehended, these remedies prove ineffective. A bath is needed. A disease of the mind cured by punctuating the right spot. Deliverance for a community plagued by a horrid being. Sinners gather, hoping to find equally guilty hands forming one another's absolution. Shunned minds sharing their depravity, pious community absolving each of their past wretchedness. Entwined within their atonement, a putrid entity corrupts all. A cosmic anomaly brought into existence by their very own transgressions, twisting spirit and shape. Malignant in its very nature, it feeds on their meager progress, turning a healing sanctuary into persisting anguish. How to escape such endless torment? Is there no one to purge this wretched taintedness? Relief was a sparse resource before your arrival. Cleansing waters, at last in the hands of one that comprehends the source of corruption. For abominations suffer when mortals thrive. May your dubious methods work.
Doesn't that just rule? Alright. So I've got a letter here. Dear Barber Surgeon to Be, welcome to Bloodletter, a grim deck builder where you use your cards to heal bizarre villagers and hope to free them of clutches of malignant entities. Take up the mantle of a medieval barber surgeon, improve your healing methods, discover transmuters, and use all your knowledge to cleanse the evil corrupting your village. This game just launched on early access on Steam, I believe earlier this week. And I was gifted a copy of this game to try out because I'm interested in strategy games and things like Slay the Spire. Hold on, I'll show something else off. They also gave me a very sweet tote bag with their art on it, as well as a set of tarot cards for the game itself, which feature the cards that we are going to see in just a minute, and hopefully we'll like it. They're not being compensated in any way other than the free Steam key and the swag for doing this. So, let's try this. Oh, I get to choose an entity? Oh, some of these are locked. The tutorial specimen. I think I should probably start there. Welcome to your bathhouse. You are a medieval barber surgeon treating the sick in your bathhouse. Interact with the highlighted objects to learn how to play. All right, this is a card. Plus 10 purity. Villagers die when they reach 0 purity. Got it. Currently has 15. Click to send away the current villager and treat the next one in the queue. Alright, so this is a miller. And then we have a butcher and a seamstress. So most of these are Song of Purity or Soul's Whisper. So I treat you. I don't know how much to treat you. Let's try treating you twice. Nope, we're not done yet. Okay, so now I have red cards. I can give you more health as well at the cost of purity. Okay, you have a lot of this, so I am fine doing this. Die when they reach 0 health, makes sense to me. Let's just give the butcher a bunch of health. Yeah, I wasn't really in the mood to record magic today. I wanted to just vibe a little bit. Oh, it looks like different villagers have different number of card slots. What is trust? Ah! Okay, well that all makes sense. -1 sickness, which is the rat icon. Okay, got it. Lose health over time if your sicknesses aren't treated. Cool. Then I will give you some purity. And we ring the little bell. Now I imagine that some evil eldritch horror thing happens. Trusting villagers can be visited in the evening. Use their different abilities to upgrade your deck or influence your run. After your visit, choose a card to add to your deck. So we are supposed to pick the seamstress. I'm guessing this is the flashing one. We'll upgrade a card. And let's make one that gives 25 purity. Yeah, single player deck builder. And now we get another thing. I already have one that gives trust. Let's get the ability to get rid of some sickness. Okay. So the entity becomes active. Drains health and purity, spreads sickness and distrust. They lose more purity if they distrust you. Okay, cool. It doesn't look like anyone is on the verge of death, except for maybe this Rani-looking witch person. File shows the collective purity of the village. Okay. Certain amount of collective purity extracts a bloodstone. The required amount can be seen at the top of the vial. We need more purity. To defeat the entity, we need to extract all of its bloodstones before it defeats us. Game is lost when the third villager dies. Okay, got it. So you're not sick, you trust me. So I just want to play the cards that are going to give you the highest amount of purity. And that gets us over the 300 mark. Interesting, it's treating discard pile as one word. Let's do bunch of health. Whenever a bloodstone is extracted, the entity fights back and gets stronger. Okay, that makes sense. Now I ring the bell, send you away. Looks like I'm drawing up to 5, question mark? Midwife is not sick. Midwife is very healthy. Let's do this. Ooh. Okay, cool. 100 health, get a blessing. Destroyed once it's played. Plus 30 purity and trust. Let's save that for someone else who needs a ton of purity. This one's better if I wait on it. Do this here. This here. Send you away. Okay, yeah, so I will go up to 5. Want to save this for the seamstress. Oh yeah, you can lose some purity so that I can then dump this out there. Now I've got 6 cards in discard pile. Take 18 life. I like the aesthetic here. Again, I want to save this for the next person. Might just kind of be layings. I guess I can see what happens if I give them trust when I already have it. Okay, it looks like there is a trust value. Okay, got it. Oh. This is not what I expected to happen here. Why? I feel like I should have drawn cards. At the beginning of the day, they will be shuffled into the draw pile. I see. So I blew through resources unnecessarily. I'm so deck builder pilled that I just assumed that when this emptied, it would go here again. Current hand size 5. Okay, got it. So let's go way up on the trust here. And does this give you future negative score here? No, it does not. Okay. So probably slightly suboptimal play here. But that's fine. So, I have some people who don't trust me. It looks like... I don't know that I want to remove cards yet. let's just keep upgrading some numbers here. One of these does negative purity. Let's just offset that completely. And just make that a fully good card. Wow. That is a lot of negative health. I think I've got purity more or less covered. Let's go into health some more. And see what awful things end up happening here. This art rules. Curse of Immortality. A villager dies, a curse card gets added to your hand. Okay. So somebody died. I guess someone that did not come to see me died. And how awful is this new curse? That one does not zoom in. I will read that better in a second. Okay. So I need to get up to 600 to finish the tutorial. So let's just destroy this. You can like me less. And then I will make it so that you trust me instead. I need a lot of purity on these two. Only one person is sick. Let's just top off the midwife. I'm just trying to get to 600 anyway. On we go. This is not a free game. I think it's something like $10. It was not particularly expensive. It is in early access and also quite new. All right. So I know that I have more purity cards in my draw pile. I'm going to make you good. Give you a little bit of health. And then send you along. I just want to draw some different cards here. Do I have another anti-sickness thing? I do not have another anti-sickness thing in here. Oop, nope. Close out of that. So I want Bone Carver to get this. Do this. Oh no, I do have a second one. Okay, so we'll just burn this card to get through it then. So now you get some purity. Getting 2 more purity cards. You get some more of this. You distrust me, so I don't get any more than that. I don't get to play a 3rd card. I will get rid of your sickness. This is where I wish I had another trust card, but I don't. Probably could have used this better. I will just give you some more purity. And it looks like I will need to play 1 more round. We'll see what sort of absolutely horrible Eldritch Horror stuff happens tonight. Oh, so I think choose next queue is choose which people are going to show up to me. That makes sense. I'm going to stay on this train, though. Let's do trust and purity at the same time. Sickness, health, lots of health, minus purity. Being as I am just trying to finish the tutorial, I'm not going to do anything with anti-purity. Alright, so sickness and trust problems, and then this goes down. So, biggest problem is the Gravekeeper's, what's this called? Purity. Secondary problems, 1 sickness, 1 mistrust. I'm gonna try to get you to 100 health, so that I get the cool sparkly gold card. Yeah, that'll give me trust here. Alright. Fantastic. I think this is starting to click. Now, trust me, I am a doctor. You can have a little health. You can have a little purity. On we go. You are not sick. I'll hold this for Miller. Have some purity. We are rapidly approaching the 600 that I need for that other bloodstone. On we go. So you are no longer sick. Plus 15. That's going to be a plus 5 overall, which is fine. Gets us to 600, killing the weird baby thing. All right, we have won the tutorial. Now we get to play the game for real. Beat an entity for the first time, you receive a meta bloodstone. This is your currency. Ooh, so we got roguelike elements. In the corrupting one. Community must remain pure, for corruption cannot take hold of those with a clear mind. Extending knowledge is a barber surgeon's highest aspiration. New healing methods uncover novel ways to cleanse the flesh and mind. Combining tried methods with new approaches may lead to fruition. Take heed. Use these well. Alright, so I do have to play easy in order to unlock the harder difficulties. I get to pick a card. Plus 2 sickness, add a new card to hand. -2 sickness, -1 sickness, plus 15 purity. This one seems bad until I have other stuff like this to balance it out. Let's just take the one that boosts purity for now. Plus purity, negative health. Trust, purity, 2 sickness. When discarded from hand, the positive effect is triggered. At least 25 health, -1 sickness, and whatever that red symbol, or is that just the health symbol? Okay. I'm going to take the one that can do something if I discard it from hand, and then try to find things that discard from hand to synergize. Alright, one person is sick, multiple people don't trust me. What if you trusted me, though? Two sickness is negative 14 health. Well, now I know. So maybe we give you some more health. And some more purity. I will treat your sickness. I will make you trust me so that I can play an extra card. And I guess give you health at the cost of purity. And this still budgets enough to play some things on the midwife. There's purity, there's health, there's purity, there's 400. I'm immune to purity loss and distrust for 1 day. Plus 3 health for each card in your discard pile. If trusted, plus 25 health. I like the sound of that. Let's try to make people trust me. Duplicating cards is sweet. Conceptually like that a lot. I have 2 ways to make trust me if I have trust 25 health. Alright. I am in for duplicating via the Bone Carver. Let's duplicate that very large amount of health. Select 2 cards from the discard pile, shuffle them into the draw pile. That is sweet. Aha! I found it. So, this is what I have before, right? Which I'm now realizing is holy excrement. Whoops. Alright, let's do this discard cards, get purity thing. And then maybe I can duplicate things. Alright. That is a lot of everything, honestly. Alright, I need to get up to 450 for the next time. So, lots of sickness, 2 distrust. I have 2 of these. I'd like to use one on the Executioner, probably. Don't have the other cool thing right now. Let's just play some cards here. Just the one? So theoretically, I could do 3, 6, 9 more cards. Yeah, I don't know that I want to do anything else right now. Alright, you trust me. Let's treat your sickness. So I want trust and healing. Oof, that nearly kills you. All right, so I want trust and healing and some purity next time. Let's assume that I draw a little more purity. In fact, I'm just going to do this. Discard no cards. And then I've got a lot of fixing to do here. I can get trust and purity if I discard. Unfortunately, I just blew my discard thing. Alright. Trust, almost kill you. But I am oh, that is very scary looking. There's 25 health. Get you out of that. Don't like the idea of giving you that much sickness. Oh, this is perfect. Negative sickness and purity. Alright. Then can I heal you of sickness? No. That just is what it is. I think I don't want to give you the sickness, because 3 is negative 21 health, which I don't offset super easily. Alright, there's some health. I can do either 10 health or 10 purity. I think I will do 10 health. Now I can't duplicate anymore, unfortunately. I have a handful of sick people that I can sort of treat. I think I want to do trust on you. Maybe you. See what terrible things happen. Plus 40 health, discard all cards in hand. A lot of purity. I am into treating sickness. And we see all of this terrible stuff. I have a lot of people that are in very, very bad shape in terms of purity. Understood. Alright, Seamstress needs purity. Gravekeeper needs purity. Can be a lot of health to you. I will take it. Do I have another 15 health here? I do not. You can have purity, and you can lose some health for purity. That's you. You don't trust me. So I can do this. Discard the Holy Excrement and get the positive side. You trust me, opening up another one of these. Yes. 15 health is a lot of health. I maybe don't play anymore on you. You are sick. I can help with that. Again? I might want to treat sickness in one of these other spots. Bone Carver is having a bad day. Maybe it'll be fine. Deck building stream indeed. This is Bloodletter. I am trying it out for the first time. Vibes are sweet. So You trust me, go down to 6 health. Then you trust me, give you 25 health. I'll treat your sickness. I'll treat your sickness with this. Get rid of sickness on Bone Carver. Call that a turn. Then you lose some purity for sickness, and I give you health. Alright, so I used my entire deck that time. Rather than leaving something stuck in deck, did slightly better in that regard. I like the idea of duplicating cards. So I have one discard card. I could try to set up Holy Excrement some more. It is plus 15 purity. And gives trust, which is synergistic with other stuff I've got going on. Let's try to go down this discard route. -2 sickness. Like it. Trust. Okay. 35 health plus 2 sickness. When discarded from hand, the positive effect is triggered. Okay. Clear deck building direction. I now want to duplicate my thing that lets me discard. I really hope those 2 people who have 7 purity come to see me. They will die. And I do not like the sound of that. Okay, cool. Both of them did. That is nice. So, do I have the discard thing? I do have the discard thing, and I have 2 different things for that. I could try to wait and do even better with it. I only need trust on one person down there. I want this 35 health on Butcher. I move these around, I can. So these 3 cards are sort of a combo that I could try to save for the Butcher. I think I am okay with going that direction. So this treats sickness, is great. You lose some more purity, and then we try to have, air quotes, a combo turn on the Butcher. So, discard the things with positive effects. Butcher all of a sudden is in very, very good shape. I will treat your sickness. Purity going up. Do I have another thing that treats sickness coming? No, I don't, so I will probably save this card. So you trust me. Health to above 100. Plus purity. That's going to be great here. Do this. So now I'm going to give you like 45 purity. Potentially a decent amount of life. Or maybe 30 purity is enough and I just dump more into here to get this filling up. Alright. You trust me now. Which means I can do the 25 health one. Then I've got a 15 health one. You're still sick. That's alright. Fully on the Bone Carver train. Let's duplicate the one that discards. I do not know these pictures and names yet. There we go. Working on the synergies. And potentially get another one. Potentially get 35 health for discarding. 35 health seems like infinity. I'm so in for this. Alright, a couple people are a little low on purity. Biggest problems here, a little bit of sickness, a little bit of distrust. You can have a ton of health. Not gonna cap you out or anything. No one except the minstrel needs healing. I want... This is slightly a waste. It's not like fully optimal. I think it's fine. Alright, so we can do cool discard things. So discard this, this, get both of their positive effects. 94. Unfortunately, as far along as I'm getting. I'll save this for Minstrel. Alright. So I have Fill Thy Cup again. Which I could discard for 35 health. Do I have another discard thing coming? I do have Holy Excrement coming still. So I'd kind of like to wait on that. You can have Purity. You can have Health. Could make you sick in order to get a new card. Or... overheal now? Nah. Let's see if we hit the Holy Excrement. I did not hit the Holy Excrement. And you are the person that I want to heal, so that just is what it is. Can I make you trust me? I can. So then... discard Fill Thy Cup for the life. And heal you some more. I don't need to heal Seamstress at all, so we will just focus on anything that is giving purity. -5 health. So now, can I heal you back up to 100 again to get a new card? Maybe. I also might just get my purity up higher, because I am getting very close to this 450 that I want to get to. Onward! Why not magic? Some days you don't want to play magic. I got home from work and was tired. The cats just woke me up at 4 in the morning. One of them was just kind of wilding and wanted to get in the bedroom very, very badly. And then got bad when they got kicked out of the bedroom. And I did not get back to sleep, so like we are on the tee and refueling, and I didn't want to record a magic video when I was just half asleep. So we're just doing some chill vibes today. What happens when the purity vial fills up? You get a bloodstone, which I believe is the end of a run in some cases, or moving to the next stage of a run in other cases. So we are trying to get to that 450 or 490 value, whatever it is that we were going towards. This is our first real run. We did a very, very brief tutorial run. So, we are doing pretty okay on sickness. I like the idea of increasing my hand size so that I can better assemble these combos that I am trying to assemble. Alright, -1 sickness. Okay. If trust, 25 health. Okay. Become immune to purity loss and distrust for 1 day. Interesting. Let's go more plus 25 health. You handed in your thesis yesterday. What sort of thesis are you working on? What's the vibe? What's the level? Are we talking like master's thesis, doctoral thesis? What are you doing? All right. Damage report. Oh, okay. Miller is nearly dead and is sick. Miller, I hope you show up for treatment. Gravekeeper and Minstrel are in trouble. Hey, they both showed up. Okay. Bigger hand size. I have Holy Excrement times 2. I can make someone trust me and get a ton of purity. That is great. But let's start here. Plus 25 health. That's 97. Let's cap you at full health so I get a fun new card. -5 sickness and trust. I'll use that on the Minstrel next. Bachelor's thesis between engineering and math degree. Well, I'm happy for you. I remember when I did my own bachelor's thesis, was on ancient witchcraft, and it took my attention for a very, very, very long time. I think we might be good here. They don't need to heal you more. This card can be better used elsewhere. I think I'm just going to send you along. So now I can get trust for you by discarding Holy Excrement. Might just do twice. We are approaching 450 now. Plus 25 health. Plus 15 purity. Mine was a little different from missile defense. I read a lot about the witches Medea and Erichtho. So Medea is famous from the story of Jason and Medea, like the whole Golden Fleece thing. Very, very powerful sorceress. And Erichtho is more of a hag from Lucan's Pharsalia. And it's a little unclear how seriously exactly we are supposed to take her. Alright, Gravekeeper is having a bad day. Treat your sickness. Get trust. And now I don't love my turn options. I think I just gotta make you sick to help in the short term. We'll get up to 430 purity, getting close. Send you along. I can do something to get the Butcher to 100 for sure. So let's just plus 25 health you. Plus 30 purity is awesome next turn. I will do this here. And... sure. So this brings me to 450. Plus 3 health per card in your discard pile. Plus 3 purity. Let's do plus 3 purity. Okay, so now it looks like I am shooting for 500 next. Amount of times you have to extract a bloodstone to win. Okay, so once all sockets have been filled, does that mean I need one more? I think that's what that means. Yeah, Medea is a very, very common witch. She shows up in a lot of things. Alright, so if I can get more purity, I would like to do so. And it looks like I can. So, plus a gajillion-D. That gets times 12. Alright, is that the end of the run? No. -2 sickness. Seems good. Draw 3 cards. Ancestral? Hello? No, I will just take another one of these. This seems very good. Passing Ancestral. Wild. Do it again? Sickness be damned, just... Oh, I see. There was a 4th one under that lock. Okay, I get it now. So, I have a master's degree in Greek and Latin, specifically Ancient Greek, when I say that. My Ancient Greek is pretty rusty at this point. I haven't used it in... Okay, I've used it a little bit, but I haven't been, you know, reading my Homer or anything like that in, like, 10 plus years. So I can still, like, absolutely do the word roots and the alphabet and the pronunciation and all that. But a lot of my advanced grammar is getting rusty, and I would have to refresh myself if I was going to do any serious reading. Souls you lost along the way. Nobody? Everybody lived. Now we get sweet art again. Now I can unlock new entities or difficulties. Let's unlock a new entity. I get the impression that in this game people are going to die. Like, so much of the, like, Lovecraftian horror style vibes that this game is going for, like, seems to indicate that losses are probably expected along the way. Alright, so we will unlock some new cards. So look at the top 5 cards from your draw pile, discard any amount. Draw 1 card, discard 1 card. Plus 10 health, select 1 card from the draw pile to put into hand. That seems sweet. Trust. This card will be discarded into your draw pile. So you could potentially pick it back up. Distrust. Trust 2 random distrusting villagers in the queue. Fascinating. Oh. Neat. So we could reverse the queue order if we need our cards to go on a different person. Okay. Got it. The Impaled One. On we go. Plus 40 health. Interested. Immune to distrust for one day. Eh? Alright. I really liked this a second ago, but we just did that thing. I guess this is also kind of wild, right? This could discard a lot of my resources, but plus 40 health gets me 2 fun rainbow cards faster. Oh, we could do it twice. Select 2 cards from the discard pile, shuffle them into the draw pile. It seems like if I already have one of these, getting that back potentially is pretty good. Alright, we're rebirthing. Oh, do I prefer Greek or Latin? That's sort of a fascinating one. So, I absolutely preferred Greek when I was in grad school. I found Greek to be very fun and enjoyable, and the teaching jobs tend to be more in Latin. So actually, after I left grad school, I ended up doing way, way more Latin than what I had done in grad school. Like, my focus was more on the Greek side, and now that has flip-flopped. Oh no, I adore the vibes of this game. The vibes of this game are immaculate, and the devs sent me a set of the tarot cards IRL. So, like, they are here. I guess that means that I have a big old IRL unholy excrement. Or wait, holy excrement? Holy excrement butthole for you all. I should get sleeves for these. These are kind of cool. Alright, the Impaled one. This entity distributes more curses and distrust. Select all 3 pieces of a sword and assemble it by playing them in the right card slots to extract bloodstones. Oh, so this one has a side quest. Neat. Okay, cool. Alright, so I have the big plus 40 card. Unfortunately, I have the rebirth at the same time, which is rather unfortunate, so I can't use that to get back the plus 40 health thing, which was kind of my conceptual plan. I can do plus 50 health on this. Do I have more big purity stuff? I do have more big purity stuff coming. Do I have another trust card? I don't. Okay, so I think I'm going to use the plus 40 at the end. So, have 10. Have 15. Oh, these don't go to my discard pile yet. You're not doing anything. The timing of drawing Rebirth and, what is this? 4 fluid balance at the same time is unfortunate here. Alright. Such is life. I also did not draw a purity card. Okay, but the following turn after they fall off a villager, they go into the discard pile. Got it. A plus 40 caps this person off. What if we just did it? The next turn, I still have a perfectly reasonable turn. No, there's this. All right. Plus 15 health. I am interested in potentially drawing the plus 15 purity. Slightly inefficient turn, I think. Yes, it very much has the same aesthetic as Darkest Dungeon. There is another game that I am hoping to get a code for that I believe is done by the exact same team as Darkest Dungeon. I don't remember the name of the game off the top of my head, but I have been in some meetings with gaming companies looking at upcoming games, and you will probably see something from me in the coming months on that game. All right. Please trust me. So now this will be the final card that I play for the plus 40 health. So let's do the 15 purity, 40 health. Turn. So I have a bunch of people that distrust me. So let's work on getting some more trust. On the 15 purity, maybe? Do it on the 15 purity. Alright, sword pieces. During the card reward in the evening, you may find 1 of 3 sword pieces. Decide if you need one of the other cards more than a sword piece. To extract a bloodstone, play all 3 pieces on the same villager in their associated card slot. Okay. I'm immune to health loss and sickness gain for 1 day. Select 2 cards from the discard pile, shuffle them in. Draw a card, discard a card. So none of those are the sword piece. None of those are like left sword piece. Alright, how much health loss and sickness gain do I have? Is that good right now? That does not seem good right now. Alright. Let's do a loot. Alright, no one is in immediate danger of dying except for the miller, but everybody does not trust me. Alright, we did not get the miller. So, what if you trusted me? Yeah, and so we have no purity gauge this time, so this is all about the sword. That's, I guess, good to be thinking about. Let's treat your sickness. And I guess then why am I acquiring purity? We don't have the gauge to fill up. I guess I'm acquiring purity so that the villagers don't die. That is reasonable. I've answered my own question. Are you getting any stuttering? Is that in terms of the game or me? Let me do a check on my end. Yeah, I'm not getting any Streamlabs notification that things are bad on my end. Alright, so I could potentially cap you out by playing the plus 41. Do I have... So then I could potentially rebirth the plus 40 back into the deck? So I also have 15, 25, 35. I don't quite get you there that way. All right. Purity. Plus 40. Get cool, sexy card. Negative sickness and trust. Okay. So I will get the 40 HP one and any other HP one. Do the 15 health one into the pile there. Call that good for you. Then 15 to you. I'm just not gonna use this fight. I'll save this for a different one where the trust matters. Get another one. Plus 30 purity. What is this? Can I see the active villagers, like their stats right now? Seems like no. Someone else potentially needs this more than the executioner later. I'm gonna save that. Hold back a little bit. This gives me a sword piece. Wait, upgrade a card of choice with a sword piece. Okay. So... how about this 15 health one gets a sword piece on it? Okay, and then we can start working on discard synergies. Ooh, that's a lot of purity. Let's work on the discard synergies. Alright, and then you do terrible things to me. It's my person with 9 here going to die. Miller lucks out. Lots of distrust, though. Alright, Miller is here. Miller would potentially like plus 30 purity. Trust probably goes to Minstrel next turn. Do this on Butcher. You don't have any sickness. You can just have some health. Good? Good. Alright. Do I want plus 30 purity here? Probably. Then we'll just hope that we find something else by the time I get to the Miller. I the 40 HP next turn in all likelihood. Let's loot. I can skip on that. Call that good. Now I have this rebirth at the same time as this again. Alright, you trust me. You nearly die for trusting me. Then I think I need to play this. Okay, I do have more purity stuff coming. What is the other thing I am doing? Treat the sickness? Maybe we treat the sickness plus 40 HP. And then I'm very light on cards for the remainder here. Do this so the miller doesn't die. $25 exactly fills this, but takes away some of the purity I just got back. All right. Hopefully that's fine. Is Fill Thy Cup a sword piece? So this one, I think, had this sword added to it. So I don't think this is a sword piece. Where is this one? So this doesn't say sword piece on it, but I upgraded it for sword piece. I don't think this is a sword piece. Alright, so I can give you 2 sickness and then potentially treat it right away. We were thinking frame? Okay, so this one now has a golden frame. Fill Thy Cup has a golden frame. Okay, let's keep an eye on that. I don't know that I need to use this yet. Frame change on upgrade and the middle card reward. Playing in the tutorial got sword pieces, had the frame too. Got it. We're all learning here. We're gonna make some mistakes as we do this. We'll figure it out. And hopefully I don't just die as I try to figure out sword pieces. So how are my little people doing? Not terrible. Do I have if trust things this run? No, I do not have if trust things this run. Let's just increase hand size. Okay. So yes, I think this is... I think the sword piece theory is correct. So I think this would be like the leftmost frame. Alright, so let's get this, and we will start going for getting rid of the 4 orbs. Which means that someone needs to trust us at the beginning of turn. Alright, biggest problems. Gravekeeper and Seamstress kind of need health. Yeah, so left sword, middle sword, right sword. I potentially want to treat 2 sickness on Seamstress. What if we remove your sickness like this? Make you trust me. That opens up another slot. And then I will just heal you to make some hand size. Alright, do not have any sword pieces yet. Have 2 different turns where I could break an orb. These are both negative sickness and trust. I can yeet my whole hand this turn. And almost certainly get the sword pieces next turn. Which would mean playing them here. Alright. Yeah. Could shuffle in the Purity Trust card and try to hit that next turn. My original idea of rebirthing the 4 fluid balance has not come to fruition. Alright, that I think just is what it is. Have 40 hit points. We will try to line up sword pieces. Am I a fool? Oh, wait. No. So this is left 1. There's 1, 2, 3. So that's right, left, middle. This person does trust me. Okay, got it. So you've casually started reading Greek myths, picked up Stephen Fry's great mythology books. They were great. Maybe you could recommend something for a casual reader. So, my favorite ancient play is probably Euripides' Medea. That is the one that I would recommend if you're like, what is a cool play that I could read? It's that one. Or maybe Euripides' Bacchae. That is spelled Bacchae. The Bacchae is very, very good as well. If you're into like plays, they're quite good. It will take you a little while to read them. You know, you could read it in one extended, evening or whatever pretty comfortably. But sometimes when you read a play, you need to go a little slower to kind of follow it. So if you want a good reading experience that you might need to do slowly, the Medea and the Bacchae are great. But if you just want like, hey Phil, I want to buy exactly one book, my recommendation is Ovid's Metamorphoses. It is a collection of myths put together as roughly one pseudo-continuous narrative. And that is the mythology book that I go back to the most. That's the one that I keep in my desk at work, like by my left hand, that I can just pull it out whenever I need to reference it. That is probably the best collections of stories. And that's much better for like, I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to read a myth or two, and then I'm going to put it down. That's the sort of thing that you might chip away at over the course of a few weeks or months, depending on your reading pace. It's a pretty chonky book. There's a Penguin Classics version of it that is quite good. All right. So. Left. 25 health. Middle. This is going to cap your thing. And then right. Now this should break an orb. Right. Left, middle, right. And turn. No? I think the frames need to interface so it's the opposite way around. So you think this is left, middle, right? Oh, like you're connecting it together? I see. Okay. I also did not parse that correctly. No, I think you're right. I see it now. They are meant to fit together like puzzle pieces, whereas I viewed it more like a picture frame sort of thing. Okay. That's on me. Alright. Have some health. You distrust me. Let's get rid of the distrust. And then go up to 97 purity. I am very, very happy to hear that. Reading is great. I would read more if I had more time. These days, my reading has been done much more in podcast and audiobook form. But like, when I was in high school, I carried around the collected works of Edgar Allan Poe for a very long time as I chipped through that book. When I was in undergrad, I was tearing through plays by people like Euripides all the time. And later I did some Roman comedy stuff as well. And then I did audiobooks for a very, very long time while I was commuting. Although now it's mostly like D&D podcasts. I have gone that way to get my story fix. I do NADPod and Critical Role on a regular basis. And there's a handful of other things that I will do from time to time. Persia's sweet. I like Persia. So I could attempt to duplicate cards. I could probably duplicate sword pieces. Oh, I can keep upgrading cards with sword piece things to make it easier to line up. I could also increase my hand size to make it easier to line up. Increase hand size. All right. If trust, 25 health. Purity, sickness, or just trust. How many cards do I have that give trust? 1, 2. I don't know if that's enough for payoff here. I think I'm just going to take something else that gives trust, even if... Well, I could take the Holy Excrement. Alright, let's take the Holy Excrement. Alright, is my Miller dead yet? Seems like no. So that's good. To the surprise of maybe no one here, I very much like the experience of curling up and reading a book with, like, a cup of tea or something like that. We absolutely have like a reading chair in the living room that is just absolutely oversized for that exact purpose. Although it does serve as a cat scratching post as well, much to the dismay of my girlfriend. All right. Miller is having a bad time. So, here is some purity. Now we can see if bringing you back to 100 gives me a new fancy card. It does. Very nice. So I might need to just get some cards out of hand. With you at 100, I'm going to make you sick. Then you'll lose 14 and I can maybe re-heal you later. All right. One sword piece in hand. Let's treat your sickness. I maybe should have done that with this card. Let's loot. I'm not in the market to play this immediately. Gravekeeper needs health. I think I am planning on trying to assemble the sword here. That means I can't play this. All right, let's do this. So that's a sword piece. I have one of my sword pieces. Do I get a cool thing if I max out your purity? Interested to learn? Negative. I do not. Can I treat your sickness? I can, but I should have done this in a different order. All right, treat your sickness. I think my maximum hand size is 7. Give you some more health. All right. All right, hold on. Where's my left piece? I've accidentally played my left piece, so I need to shuffle that back into the deck. That is fine. I can do that. So, rebirth. The one with the frame. Back into the deck. I can do it next turn. All right, we have recovered this. Can't play this, can't play this, don't want to play this. Turn. All right. So, plus 15 health. Middle one. And left one. That now goes together and should break one of the bloodstones. Alright. Love that. Hate this. Hold on. What was this? Reverse the queue order. If trust, plus 25 health, plus 1 sickness, add a new card to hand, distrust. I maybe now have enough trust that this is fine. Alright. Curse of Noxiousness, plus 1 sickness, distrust, while in hand, plus 1 sickness. Destroyed after played. Well, I can't play anything else right now. Oh man. Whatever villager that was now has 5 sickness. You cannot draw cards at max hand size, I think. So I think currently my hand size is 7, so if I have 7 in hand and attempt to draw a card, nothing happens, I think. We will find out for sure, though. So I maybe want to heal the sickness of the person who has... Oh, that's everybody. Currently sick. 6. I think I'm okay with this decision. Success. Alright, fantastic. Although, who are you? I can't hover over you and see your name. We're calling her Ronnie. Ronnie is still very sick. Draw 3 cards. With a sword frame. I like that idea. This is kind of neat, too. I think I just take things with sword frame on it at this point. All right. There is a lot of distrust here, which I do not like. I'm just getting rid of this card. Alright, you don't like me anymore, and you are sick. You're not sick, and you like me? Now... can't do anything about your purity. Turn? I think turn. Alright, so now, do I have the discard card? I do not have the discard card. What if you trusted me? Now I can cap you off and get a new thing. Plus 30 purity is a lot. I'm starting to struggle with hand size, even at the 7 that I am at. I think I'm just going to play something to get it out of hand. So I would like to assemble the sword next turn, or I don't get to assemble the sword. I do not have the looting card right now. I can cap you off, but if I do so, it puts more cards in hand, which I actually don't like. All right. I think this is play suboptimally for the purpose of clearing hand space. Let's do this. So this gives me a shot at assembling the sword. All right, so I have left piece. Oh no! Oh no! The cards that I put the sword upgrade on are gone. I have played this entire round fully wrong. Oh, what a disaster. The sword is still there, stabbed into this thing. Oh, I fucked up, chat. All right. That is what it is. We move on from the mistake. All right. Loot, discard, Hold on, one of these had a discard effect. This one. Plus 35 health. I could now go... Do I have a trust card in here? No, I don't. So I don't want to discard my hand. Do I have purity cards in here? I don't have purity cards in here. I think Seamstress is just going to be kind of in a bad way. And that just is what it is. I don't know that long-term I am going to win the war of attrition in this one because I played things wrong. But that is totally fine. So this can be the last card that I play of this combat. It sure does seem like I'm going to be literal 1 point of life away from where I want to be. Set this to 99. Awkward. Yeah, a literal brand new card game I think came out this week, something like Monday or something like that, into early access. All right. So we have a left sword piece, and that's it. How is everyone? How miserable are we? 2 people at 3 sickness, which is not great. Oh, let's upgrade a card with a sword piece. So the thing that I upgrade should be something that I am willing to get rid of. I feel like I can get rid of this and just cure sickness by getting things by topping everyone up on health. Alright, so I have a left sword piece. Okay, there. So now I have 3 sword pieces again and can attempt again. Alright. Executioner and Laser are in dire straits. Midwife is unhappy. Would like to find some things that give me bonus purity. All right. So, purity things here. Oh no, everyone distrusts me down here. That means that I cannot assemble the sword this time unless I do it this turn. Which I don't think is happening. Boo. Alright. You trust me. I think I'm just cranking health into you. This game is neat. I am glad that I got this one. All right. You trust me. There's some purity. Now, I would like to cap you off on health to try to get something good. That is a lot of health and trust. That is fantastic. Trust, purity, and sickness at the same time. I can loot one of these and do it on a different turn. I think I'm going to lower your health intentionally so that I can get you back up again. All right. Ooh. This is actually fascinating here. I could use this to discard both copies of Holy Excrement. I need the purity on these two. what if we go health here? Brings you up to 70. I can't treat your sickness, unfortunately, but you have a ton of health. That is not a problem. It's inefficient to end the turn. I could rebirth some things back in that I might be willing to play. 15 purity is reasonable. 25 health is reasonable. I'll call that good. Cool. So, loot, discard Holy Excrement, get its effect for free. Next turn, I can discard. Where'd that go? I can discard my entire hand. And that gives me, I wish these drug around like 5% easier. That gives me Holy Excrement and Filled Eye Cup for free. And that'll solve my purity problem there. I will put you at very high health. All right. So when discarding all cards, I get Holy Excrement and Filled Eye Cup. So let's do this one. Can I do anything to treat sickness? No. But I can get this. Then discard hand. And cool. Very nice. All right, how bad is everyone looking? Rather sick. Most people trust me, though. All right, let's work on the sickness. All right, excellent. -1 sickness. Trust and draw 2 cards. This one might be good, though, to try to assemble the swords in case we end up in a situation where I can't play a sword because people distrust me. How are we doing on that front, by the way? Do I have all of the pieces? So I have right, I have left, and middle. Okay, so I can attempt a sword this time. One of the pieces available. Would like to treat your sickness. Oh, that is a piece. Hold on. Don't want to do that. Alright, so I guess we are just playing other cards. So there's 25 HP. I'm just making hand room here. Maybe it means that this is not the most amazing turn in the world. Such is life. Okay. So this is right piece and middle piece. Not want to discard everything. I would like you to trust me. Then you can get healed. And then I just want to make some card room. I want to find that last piece. I have 2 turns to find it. Yes. So what if I give myself more time? So you distrust me. Midwife now trusts me. Then I will make you trust me again. Nope, 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 nope. So can't play this, can't play this. Could play that. I think I'll just get another card out of hand. So now I have 2 turns. I missed the first time. There it is. So I need to get a couple cards out of hand. Can't play that. I don't want to shuffle extra things in right now. You can have 10 health. Can't play that. I'm gonna get this out of hand and just be unhappy how sick you are. That has the unfortunate side effect of adding another card to my hand. Get a card out of hand. A third of the time I miss. Ah. Do I have a loot? Oh, I do have a loot, but that takes up a slot. Yet. What was for lunch today? Nothing exciting. It was pot roast. Just a frozen meal. I have some wraps for tomorrow, though, that I am rather looking forward to. So I would like to discard all of the cards in my hand at some point. So I can't play the sickness treating one without killing you. I can play 2 holy excrements when I discard my hand. Oh, I think I'm gonna kill my midwife. No, no, the 2 holy excrements will give a bunch of purity. Alright, so do this, discard 1 holy excrement to give you the purity immediately. Then I can treat sickness. Then yeet my hand. I'm spoiled for lunch when my girlfriend has time to make salad jars. So we regularly do salad jars and soup jars where we like meal prep 2 days worth of like soup or salad for the 2 of us. And those are really nice. And then like when it is time to eat it, if it's the salad jar, you just kind of shake everything and then dump it out into a bowl and it's good to go. And if it's the soup jars, all of the soup ingredients are in there and you just add boiling water to it, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then those are good to go. Those have been really nice as far as meal prep goes. All right, are people dying? No. I am going to keep increasing hand size. Plus 20 purity, no. -1 sickness, okay. I've not liked Rebirth. It has not worked well for me this time. I don't know if I should be adding more cards to my deck if I am trying to assemble 3 cards at the same time. Conceptually seems bad to me. I don't think this enemy is scaling up all that much over time. It seems pretty constant, so I think despite the fact that I think I'm doing badly on this low of a difficulty, I don't know that it matters. Alright, 2 people do not trust me. So, what if I make them trust me? And then I will make you trust me by looting away Holy Excrement. That can then open up healing you. Oh no! The Holy Excrement was one of the thingies. Alright. Messed up. Shuffle Holy Excrement back in. Alright, have recovered from the mistake. Would like to trade sickness on other people. Seamstress is in dire needs of some purity. But I also just need to make hand space. I say as I potentially put another card into my hand from filling up your HP. Okay, -5 sickness is kind of huge. Hopefully you're fine, Seamstress. Alright. One sword piece available. I had a sickness thing. Alright, I do. So, treat 3 sickness. Take 25 life. This would give me another card in hand, which I actively do not want. I could just give up treating this sickness here on someone else and work on this. Okay, so I have middle and right. Or, sorry, I have middle and left. I need the right. I would like to clear as many cards as possible from my hand. I think I am going to end up generating cards. Alright, have some Holy Excrement. I almost want something that decreases people's health. Okay, this is plus 10 health. I can play that. Am I just loading you up with sickness? As to not put another card in my hand? Yeah, hold on, where is that? No, this also generates a card. Shit. This takes a card out of my hand, but wastes. No, it'll just replace itself. Yeah, I think... no matter what I do, I am replacing something. So let's do this in the way that does not add extra sickness. Alright, so I'm gonna miss like half the time here. Ah! Okay, so what can we do about the purity here? 5 is easy. 5 is easy. So plus on purity. I don't know that I want to treat sickness. Get bonus thing. Maybe it gives purity. Treats sickness. Sure. Unluckiest guy I've watched all day. All I'm saying is they've been glued to the bottom. But I am certainly not playing what I would consider well, right? Like, I am absolutely learning. Alright. Most of you trust me. That is great. Hand size will increase until morale improves. Absolutely not. Oh, fascinating. There's not a skip option. Huh. It is obligatory to add cards. Purity is getting a little low. I don't want people to distrust me. I'm absolutely not taking this. Oh, did I have it if I played the sword piece that draws cards? Did I just miss that? So... could potentially play left sword piece there if I have left sword piece and draw cards and draw into it. Yeah, I might have missed that. Alright, 2 people distrust me. Oh wait, do we just get it for free this time? So, left sword piece, middle sword piece, right sword piece. Okay, we get a freebie this time. I don't remember if it said we had to play them in order, left to right. Like, do I have to play 1, 2, 3? My guess is no. I'm just going to see if that actually matters here. Yeah, I can play the draw 3 last. There is middle. There is right that connects. Then there is the draw 3. And this should make the sword. So this is the halfway point of the run now. Trust, draw 2. Another Holy Excrement. I'm immune to health loss and sickness for 1. This one has a sword piece on it. We will take the one with a sword piece. On we go. Miller is rather sick. Just get that out of hand immediately, and then we'll do damage control. Do I have anything else that makes trust? Oh, I have a bunch of things. Trust, negative 10 health is fine. Trust, negative 10 health. Then do I have anything that treats sickness? I do. Yeah. Alright. Seamstress desperately needs some purity. Trust and purity. Have some more purity. I'm just gonna play this to get that spot out and open it up. Minstrel is rather sick. I can junk my entire hand. Am I going? If I do this, I do get some purity next turn. If I play this one, I will also get a new card that I can potentially carry over into next turn. Yeah. Yeet. Oh no, are you gonna discard? Okay, no, you don't discard. Fantastic. Purity and trust. And then anything we can do to help out on HP would be fantastic. How much is this? Negative 35? Yeah, you're not gonna lose anymore. Alright. Good enough. Someone can have a sword piece. It's something that I would not mind losing. I would not mind losing Rebirth. Alright. +2 sickness. I'd love to see it. But that's the sword piece. And this would be sword 3. Oh, somebody died. 2 people died. Uh-oh. I think the attrition of making a lot of mistakes early on is catching up. Now, lots of people distrust me. No. Okay, one person died, one person is in danger. And I lose if I lose 3 villagers, I think. Alright. Middle sword piece is available. Without thinking about it, just every time, play curse immediately. Yeah, the art style is so great. You're pretty sure you don't lose the sword piece cards. The sword pieces just get unattached. Got it. Yeah, that seems reasonable. All right, do I want to make you distrust? You already distrust me? That's not bad. I could make you trust me first. I don't know that I need to do that. It lets me play one more card. I might need this for the others, though. Yeah. Turn. Alright. None of those new cards are sword pieces yet. Let's work on your health. I have a loot. That's worth 35 health. Then 15 health is fine. Let's just get that out of hand. Okay. 2 sword pieces available, 1 still coming. Midwife desperately needs purity. Let's do this way. That will make you sick, which I will just treat. Purity and trust is something I want to play next turn. You can have more purity here. Still in there. Alright, where's my purity and trust card? Purity and trust. Now, lose some health for some purity. I can take stuff out of hand. I don't want to fill up my hand. If I heal you for 25, that is going to be bad for me. Yeah, I think I just have too much healing. I'm going to play the draw 3 and just get it out of hand. Hey! Alright. So, +2 sickness. Draw 2 cards. Do the shuffly thingy, which doesn't actually matter. Alright, sword 3 of 4. But now I need a bunch more card rewards. Oh, I get 2 curses this time. Discard any number of cards plus 7 purity per card discarded this way. That's correct. Alright. Oh. Well, I just learned something. 5 sickness is death. Executioner, thank you for your service. So that was everyone distrusted me, so I did not get to use any services. hate that. So now I think I have 3 different curses in my deck. It feels like death is coming. Whew. Alright. You will lose some health. I would like to do something that makes you trust me so that I can play another curse. Negative 20 purity. Can't do negative 20 purity on you. I could just loot it. Yeah. Let's do this first, though. And then just loot through these curses. Loot that. Any other good things to loot. I need to keep everything that trusts. I don't need the 40 HP card. The rest of that is fine. Alright. So the goal of this combat is make as many people as possible trust me again. So there's one. And then if I have extremely good cards, I actually have time to shuffle them back in. There's 25 health to set you up for later. How many trust cards do I have? 1 trust card, 2 trust cards, 3, 4 trust cards. All right, so I don't need more trust. Getting the plume back seems reasonable. Let's get plume back and holy excrement back. Well, Kevin, welcome. Glad to have you here. This game is called Bloodletter. It is sort of a Lovecraftian horror medieval deck builder where we are trying to treat everyone. So the blue stuff is their purity, the red stuff is their health. We are trying to assemble swords to stab this eldritch horror one more time to kill it. I would like you to trust me. Now I get to play an extra card. Treat your sickness. Now that's 14 instead of 21. Treat your sickness again. All right. And I discard this card. Not right now. You trust me. Really want... Okay, there's 10 more. 37 is okay. Don't want you to distrust me. Let's heal you. I will end up getting another... No, I left it at 93. Got it, got it, got it. Yes, we are indeed the doctor. So... where is something that trusts? This'll do it. I discard this. Seems like no. There another trust. All right, enjoy your sickness. don't know how crazy I need to get with the rest of this turn. Let's just leave this at high health. I am worried about the attrition that is happening. How sick are people? Sick enough to want to do this. Yeah, that was gonna happen sooner or later. Sword piece card. And something reasonable at that. Alright. I'm in danger. Okay. How am I doing on these sword pieces? So there is the left, there is the middle. Do I have a right yet? I do not have a right, so I cannot assemble a sword this round. Understood. Can I treat your sickness? No. Let's make other people trust me. Then you can trust me again. That leaves you in a pretty good place. Just get a bad card out of hand. No, I have not done 15 card Highlander. My general thoughts on Magic are, as far as like playing online goes, I'm only going to do things that are like functioning Magic Online sanctioned formats just for ease of use. Whereas if I'm at something like a Magic Con and someone is like, hey, do you want to play Pauper Commander? I've got a bunch of decks. I'll probably be like, yeah, I would spend an hour doing that. But as far as like getting invested in a new format that isn't just pick up and play, a lot of times I'm not super keen to do that. Although I really enjoyed the $30 value vintage I did with Bosch and Roll recently. That was a lot of fun. And you're totally fine to ask Magic stuff during this. We are just hanging out this afternoon. So I need to keep purity cards for other people. This is a big one. So there's health. That'll give me a new fun thing. -5 sickness is big game. I'm okay playing this one, I think, since I have the Inferno Plume and a Holy Excrement. And this, for that matter. I think since no one else really needs... yeah, we'll just loot that. Want that problem off till later. Alright. So, I need... to discard a bunch of stuff to give you purity. No, not you. You're the butcher. Seamstress and midwife I need to discard a bunch of stuff for. What am I doing on your turn? Just get another fun card. I'm feeling the deck bloat so badly. even with a decent hand size. I think this has just gone on long enough that it is now going to be hard to assemble that last sword, just because I messed up the order in which I played these early on. And that is fully on me. Yeah, I think you were typing that right as I was saying it. I might just need to make some hand size here. I'm just gonna waste that. All right. So, now, where is the plume? Play the plume. Discard 2 holy excrement. I want to keep at least one thing that gives purity here. Don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need the negative purity thing. All right. That was a very big swing. That was great. Treat your sickness. How do I feel about you distrusting me? I think I might need to keep this to play next turn just in case. Okay. 8 that. All right. Purity and trust. I think I'm playing that and just making you distrust me afterwards. ThrabenU Live hasn't been a thing. I'm testing some stuff out. I am trying some streaming, get back into the swing of things. This is largely a test of stream functionality and whatnot. I have not streamed very many times to YouTube. I've streamed to Twitch a bunch of times, so I know what I'm doing when I stream to Twitch, but I don't know what I'm doing when I stream to YouTube. Alright, so you already distrust me. Oh no! That took away one of my slots. Yep. There will probably be more Slay the Spire streams. So, life is bad. I think this person is just very likely to die. I'm going to assume intrinsic means it starts in your opening hand. All right, my current strategy is increase card reward options and try to spike the last card piece in the first few turns. I don't know, I'm probably always going to see a sword. Maybe increase hand size does the same thing. All right, sword option. Do I die tonight? I do. We did indeed lose. Absolutely, fully, 100% my fault on multiple different levels as we were learning game mechanics, but I enjoyed this a lot. Alright, so folks, how was sound balance during this? Was balance of my voice and game volume usually good? I think the initial shuffling noises were a little loud, but otherwise it seemed on my end, just looking at the audio levels, that it was appropriate. What did we think? The volume on this game was relatively quiet as a whole. Alright. With that, I'm expecting my girlfriend to be home soon, so I'm going to go ahead and start thinking about dinner. Thank you all for hanging out for a little while this afternoon, and I hope you all have a great rest of the day. ThrabenU streams will return at some randomly unannounced time when I feel like playing video games again in the future. Have a great